Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay guys, now we will learn about Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, firstly, what is the daily use of Cartesian coordinate system in our life? Describing position like a map. And then, knowing location of air transport. Nah, untuk mengetahui koordinat dari suatu pesawat. And then, determining the precise position of each target or enemy in military service. And analyzing graph and managing in economy. Jadi, koordinat itu pasti nanti adalah menjadi basic dari pembuatan graph. Okay, it's all the daily use of Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, and then for Cartesian coordinate system, this is the example of the plane. Okay, Cartesian coordinate plane contains of horizontal axis, horizontal di yang mendatar ini, ya, the x axis, and then the vertical one called by the y axis. Positive integer and then negative integer, up and down. These coordinates are written as an ordered pair. Jadi koordinat suatu titik itu dituliskan dengan urutan, pasangan bilangan berurutan. X, Y, or we can call it by abscissa and ordinate. Abscissa for x value and then ordinate for y value. Activity 1. A location or position in coordinate plane is written as an ordered pair x, y. Determine the Cartesian coordinates of each point of ZT on the plane below. There are some cities on the Cartesian coordinate plane. And then let's see what are the coordinates of each point. Cartesian coordinates of Magetan are Magetan. Let's check what the distance of left side or right side, and then for the secondly, let's check what the distance of up or down. Jadi yang pertama adalah cari berapa langkah, berapa jarak dia ke kiri atau ke kanan untuk menuju ke titik itu. Setelah itu baru ke atas atau ke bawah untuk menuju ke titik yang dimaksud. Karena yang dimaksud adalah Magetan, jadi nah kita berjalan dari titik pusat, the origin. Ini namanya the origin. Ini ya, 0,0, the origin. From the origin we go left, 1, 2, go left, -2, and then go up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the coordinates of Magetan are -2, -5, positive 5. Okay, and then the Cartesian coordinates of Malang are Malang, go right, From the origin, we must go right. One, and then malang not go up or down, so the y coordinate equals 0. Okay, we can write coordinate or 1, 0. Jadi tidak ada naik atau turun, maka nilai y koordinatnya adalah 0. And then the third, the Cartesian coordinates of Kediri. Kediri, sebelah kanan ya. From the origin, we must go right. 1, 2, and then go up. 1, 2, 3. So the coordinates of Kediri are 2, 3. Oke. Jadi ke kanan kiri dulu untuk menentukan x koordinat, baru ke atas atau ke bawah untuk menentukan y koordinat. Okay, next. Coordinates of the point relative to x-axis and y-axis. This is the example of Cartesian coordinate plane. And then we know that point B, coordinates of point B are 4, 4. Okay, from the point B, we know the distance of point B to the x-axis, and then the distance of point B to the y-axis. The distance of point B to the x-axis is 1, 2, 3, 4. The distance of point B to the x-axis or relative to x-axis is 4 units, and then to the y-axis is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units. Ya, jadi jaraknya poin B terhadap sumbu X adalah 4 satuan, dan juga jarak poin B terhadap sumbu Y adalah 4 satuan juga. And then point G. We know the coordinates of point G is 2, 6. It means point G, the distance of point G to the x-axis is Oke, kita cari one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6 units from the x-axis, and then 1, 2 units from the y-axis. Six, and then from the y-axis is 2. Then we can conclude that point G, 2, -6 means 6 units from the x-axis and 2 units from the y-axis. Point C, -4, 3. Oh, sorry, the point G is not 2, 6, but 2, -6. Okay, next point C with the coordinate are -4, 3. It means 3 units from the x-axis and 4 units from the y-axis. And then the last point E with the coordinates are -5, -5. It means 5 units from the x-axis and 5 units from the y-axis. So we can conclude that the distance of any point from x-axis and y-axis is always in positive number. Always positive. The next subtopic of Cartesian coordinate plane is 4 quadrants in Cartesian coordinate plane. 4 quadrant. Okay, given point A and B are located on quadrant 1, A and B. A and B on the quadrant 1. And then given point C and D are located on the quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 for C and D. And then point E and F are located on quadrant 3. E and F located on the quadrant 3. And then the last point G and H are located on the quadrant 4. Quadrant 4. Bottom right area. Okay, there are 4 areas. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the Cartesian coordinate plane. In which quadrant point I and J are located? I and J are located. In which quadrant? 1 or 4? No, point I located on the x-axis. Exactly on the x-axis. And then point J exactly on the y-axis. Ya, tepat di sumbu Y. Dan point I tepat di sumbu X. Kenapa? Di penjelasannya, 4 quadrants in Cartesian coordinate plane. This is the coordinate plane, and then 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1. In quadrant 1, the value of X is always positive, and then the value of Y is always positive. And then for quadrant 2, the value of X is always negative. The number line always negative value, and then the number line always positive value for the y-axis. Y always positive. And then quadrant 3, all of coordinate always negative value. Ya, selalu negatif untuk kuadran 3. Nah, yang terakhir sisanya adalah quadrant 4. The value of X always positive, and then the value of Y is always negative. Nah, ini yang kasus khususnya, special case that are on the x-axis and on the y-axis. On the x-axis, there are some characteristic of the point on the x-axis. The characteristics are X positive, Y equals 0 always, and then X negative maybe in negative value, and then Y equals 0. Jadi selalu yang kalau yang terletak di x-axis itu selalu yang diketahui adalah nilai x-nya. Kemudian on the y-axis, nah gantian berarti selalu koordinat y-nya yang koordinat y-nya yang diketahui. X equals 0, y positive, or X equals 0, Y negative. Okay, we try to solve the problems. Determine the quadrant of each point below. This is the Cartesian coordinate plane. And then we know that point A lies on the quadrant 1. Point A. Point A-nya di quadrant 1. And then point G lies on the quadrant 4. G. Ya, yang kuadran 1 tadi. X koordinat positif, Y koordinat positif. For G, quadrant 4, X positif, Y negatif. And then point E lies on the x-axis. Point E, x-axis. Nah, yang diketahui, given the value of x coordinate and the value of y coordinate always 0. That is why point E lies on the x-axis. And then point H on the y-axis. Point H, 0, -5. Given the value of y coordinate, so that point H lies on the y-axis, and then the value of x always 0. Okay, thank you for today. That's all our material, the first part of subtopic in Cartesian coordinate system. Keep your spirit, guys. See you.